We have another webisode for you today, and this is a fun one because it is our Cliffside Remodel. And you may have seen it featured in our Netflix series, Dream Home Makeover. I can't believe I'm even saying that. It's crazy. We shared that in a longer version, but today we're diving into the design and sharing a few more of the sources from the project. The Cliffside Remodel is in the Los Angeles area, and it's a mid-century home built in the 50s, and our clients purchased it. One of them has a more bohemian style, the other a bit modern, and they both love that California light, bright aesthetic. So we mashed up all of those styles together, and the result is really fun. When you walk in, we have one wall and then a pony wall on one side. And that pony wall is a stone that carries from the exterior of the house to the interior. We incorporated these slat details above the pony wall to create more of an enclosed entry space. It's so open concept that sometimes you just want to designate an area as your entry area. So we created this focal wall on the left-hand side. You walk in, there's this beautiful console, a big round mirror that bounces light throughout the space, and then we found this great Moroccan shag rug very early into the process, probably before our client purchased anything else, and then we designed the space around this vintage rug. In the living room, we had this great vaulted ceiling detail, and the beams were already on that ceiling. And so we really just wanted to capitalize on the architecture that was already there. We had windows on either side, beautiful views. We played around with a few different furniture configurations. Ultimately, we decided that the best way to get the most seating in the room was to do 2 sofas facing each other and then 2 chairs kind of at the head of that. But that 2 sofas facing each other configuration can feel a bit formal, and we were going for a more relaxed vibe. So we did a mix and match situation here. Our client had an existing slip covered sofa that we used. It was a very transitional piece, and then we wanted to balance that with something more modern. So we did this low, sleek sofa with these wide arms, and then layered in a lot of great neutral textiles. The fireplace was existing, and it had built-ins originally on either side, but we just needed to give them a fresh look. So we did the built-ins white to just keep it with that light vibe that we were going for, and that gave us a great backdrop to add great styling accessories on top of. Although the footprint of this home isn't large, we were able to maximize so much of the square footage. So we knocked out walls and we reconfigured the entire kitchen to incorporate a sink under the window, an island, and I am so glad our client really went with this bold color. We did a deep green on the cabinetry in here. We incorporated marble countertops, brought that up the slab backsplash, and then did a wood open shelf look on either side of the hood. I think the warmth of the wood ties in really well with the floors in here. And then we did brass hardware, and that gives our client a little bit of glam that she was looking for, but then I think the streamlined look on the open shelves and the hood give that modern detail that her husband really likes. Something else that I cannot believe we were able to fit in, but I'm so glad we did, is an entire hutch area, wall to wall by the back door. There wasn't an obvious place for a dining nook in this space. There's not a designated room as the dining room, so we had to make it. And I think a round table allowed us to create a flow. There's no sharp angles because the space is tight. it allows you to just kind of like walk around from the living space to the kitchen very seamlessly, inside and out. And a round table is great because you can always squeeze a few more chairs around the table if you need. The girls' room is adorable. We did bunk beds and hardwired sconces to make it feel more built in. And it's just a little wonderland in there. We have the art table in the center, and we kept it very bohemian with lots of tassels and fringe and crochet details, white and wood to carry with the other parts of the home, but we incorporated more color and texture in here. In the owner suite, we went a little bit more modern to balance out our clients' juxtaposing styles, and I love how it turned out. I think we did a very sleek bed with minimal lamps and still incorporated some texture on the rug and tried to have some femininity through details, but overall I feel like it feels like a really good blend of their styles. We had this off-center window that was kind of throwing me off because I like symmetry, but in the end we decided let's just ignore it, design everything else really beautifully so then it doesn't catch your eye, and I think your eye goes to the bed, the bedding, and then this awesome sculptural leather sling chair that we have in the corner. The dresser is this whitewashed wood. It's from McGee & Co. It doesn't have any hardware, but I think that you get this really nice clean line effect. The washed wood is a little rustic, but it has that textural light effect that we wanted in all the spaces in the home. And we carried that into the bathroom. So we have marble on the walls in here, and then we did a wood vanity and even brought the wall tile behind the vanity. I think it gives a great texture. It elevates the space. We didn't have a lot of square footage to work with in here, but doing details like the floating vanity and carrying that tile onto additional walls went a long way. I love seeing what you can do in a remodel. Give a home a fresh lease on life, meet the client's needs. We have a modern spin with bohemian accents, and the result is fun and young and fresh, just like our clients. I hope you enjoyed it, and we have more webisodes to come.